Now look, I want you to listen up and listen very closely, because the next years will either be the best years of your life or the worst, depending on how you build your skill set in the new economy. People like you and me have some great advantages that people in the past did not have in this specific recession. So even if you start from the bottom, if you follow the right direction, you can make it to 6 figures if you consolidate the right information and get rid of the confusion. And I have to ask you to please do not start an impractical business, because we already have a lot of logistical issues and we have 1.0 jobs which have a very low margin. And at some point in your life, you will go online and type in how to make money. So let's start with the online businesses that you can start and get rid of the fluff. There's a video of Iman Gadzhi online where he tells you the pros and cons of all types of online business. And to summarize that video, the best business is a service-based business with recurring payments and using arbitrage, so you can ask a high fee for a service and then find someone else who is willing to do it for cheaper and keep the difference. This is what agencies do. So of course, we will go to Iman Gadzhi's program, the Agency Navigator. I do have to give you a warning. Just by watching these videos and not taking any action, you are a spectator, and that's okay. You can be one of the many millions of people who watch and don't take actions. But you have to understand that your attention is a currency, and the people who made this content, you will pay their bills. But if you're not where you are in life and you want to be serious with the Agency Navigator and you don't have the money to pay for it, I will give you the biggest concept so you can take immediate action. It would be nice if you subscribe and like, and for the next 60 days keep me updated what you do, because I will be doing this myself and we are all in this together. So that means sending out cold mails, cold calls. That will take up most of your day, and not watching any other videos because you will find nothing new in there. First of all, I won't recommend you to buy any of his courses, because yeah, you can probably get it from a retailer somewhere for a fraction of the original price. There's a lot of fluff of mindset in the Navigator which you probably don't need. But without further ado, let's go to the setting. I found the structure not very chronological, but maybe some people like it this way. So let's start it in the way it is. The first map is about laying the foundations. I would say the useful maps is the Agency 3.0, where you will have the reality check that 70% of your time is finding clients. So yes, that's a lot. And the rest of the time you will probably build some systems and processes which you can use to give your contractors the fee and the work of the clients that you find. The niche map says that you have to find a target market which is over 10k a month. Code of Honor doesn't really teach you anything. There's a video that tells you how to set up your website and which tools you can use, which will just cost you more and more money. So I would recommend you to do this after you find your first client, because if you're broke right now, you cannot even afford to lose 200 bucks a month. So that's the first map. Now we can go to the next module. The mindset module is something which I really don't care about, because I don't care about skipping caffeine or sleeping 9 hours a day or meditating. You have to understand, this course comes from the perspective of Iman Gadzhi.
I would wake up and like the first thing I was thinking about was like, fuck this, I'm gonna kill myself. And it would, yeah.
I personally only care about results. So outside of the module Monk Mode, which is already for free on this channel, I can say that you're free to skip this module. Apparently a lot of people like this module and they say this is the best one. I also think that these people are maybe professional procrastinators who only buy courses to buy courses and not take very much actions and are not at the place that you want to be. The next module is system and processes. I have actually no idea why this is before finding leads. It's all about setting the right price and doing your taxes in a country like US and the UK. It also tells you which type of client you need and which one you should afford. I think it might be a great module if you find your first client, but if you're still in search for that, you can find all of this information on the internet anyway, and you can better use your time to prospect. So finding leads and setting meetings is the best module, because this is what you're gonna do most of the time anyway. It gives you resources to find your clients in an organic and in a paid way. Some of the resources is so original, I haven't even thought about it. And you have access to templates which you can use in your email or slide in someone's DM. The last module is about sales and follow-up. If you have no sales background, this is very important for you. So you can also know what kind of objection handling you can see, and also which clients are just a no-go. In my opinion, you can skip the mindset module and go directly to this, because you will grow more from rejection and finding the clients that fits you than wasting your time thinking about which client you should approach. My personal review, I haven't learned a lot of technical knowledge, basically none at all. Yes, you might find some tools that might help you, but this is all later in your journey. The chance is big that if you're watching this video, you might be a teenager, you have watched way too many videos online and you think college is a scam. Let me do what this influencer is doing, and you start meditating, taking cold showers, waking up at 3 a.m., start dressing like the person you want to become. You start creating your own agency, making a website, having a big headline like "We help e-commerce business scale up to 7 figures using Facebook ads." And then you reach out to people for months and months and you don't get any clients because you realize you don't know how to run Facebook ads. So what do? You splash your last 2K of your savings, maybe even the money you lent from your family. And before you know it, you go to Twitter and you see that Iman Gadzhi has bought himself a new Aldemar's Piguet. And then you realize you just chipped in 5% into his watch. It's the biggest charity that you have ever done. What? I mean, if you put the jokes aside, Iman Gadzhi is so oblivious to most of his followers. Maybe just 1% of his audience will take most of the actions and they need the mindset module just to chill out. But the other 99% of the people are just broke teenagers who just buy his course because they don't see any other alternative. Because you see Iman Gadzhi and you think this guy has figured everything out at the age of 16. And then there's you who thinks that people like him really don't care about the money and give handouts. While in reality, Iman Gadzhi attended a rich, privileged private school, which was the best start of his life. And the easiest way to get rich is to tell other people how to get rich and let them pay you. And this is why his course is mostly based around mindset without any technical knowledge. And maybe you have been watching too many videos online since the time of Tai Lopez, and for years you have watched videos and none of them has really helped you, nor anyone else that you know. And then there's the elephant in the room. You have no competence in helping your clients, nor get any other client. Because most people who are competent enough to do that have years of experience in an office and have been gone through college. And everyone has their own story. So the best thing you can do is realize that you should not be disillusioned by someone else's success and realize that these people have a lot of unfair advantages. And often they don't even know that. And they try to teach you frameworks from their perspective that won't work for you. Eventually, you will have to figure out everything on your own. You have to fail faster, get traumatized harder, and do what works for you. I will definitely be documenting what I do. I have some socials going on, so subscribe and like, and I will see you next time.